Hi, dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAs. My humble advice to all of you is please stay safe, stay healthy. When you go out, please wear mask, keep physical distancing, social distancing, use sanitizers, and of course, avoid crowds. Be safe and make sure your neighborhood is safe. This is our next session, which is about the most potential topics from medieval India for the upcoming prelims examination. The most important topics or modules from medieval India which you have to study well, prepare well, revise well for the upcoming prelims examination. Usually, many aspirants skip this area, medieval India, because they feel it very difficult. They feel it like a very vast ocean like area. It's a reality. But my suggestion to all of you is don't skip this area. It is not necessary to study everything from medieval India. Only 6 or 7 modules, enough. It will take 3 to 4 days only, 3 to 4 days only. And you have to study, you have to prepare this well, because if you check the last 2-3 years trend, UPSC trend, you can see UPSC started asking more questions from medieval India, including its culture part. They started asking more questions, maybe 3 questions or 4 questions they started asking from medieval India. So in the prelims examination, as far as cutoff is concerned, every single 2 marker question matters a lot. Every single 2 marker question matters a lot. That can be the game changer. So if you strategize the preparation of medieval India, if you revise the core areas of medieval India thoroughly, these 3 to 4 questions are sure short questions. That means you can answer them. So here I will tell you what are the most important things you have to take care, or most important topics you have to take care for this prelims examination, and you cover it accordingly in just 3 to 4 days, and this area will be safer for you in your final examination. Okay, similar way I have done that ancient India also. Please watch that video. Okay, let us start. Starting with the first, the introductory portion of medieval India, or the first important topic you have to cover from medieval India. Yeah, that is the tripartite struggle. The first module in which you have to study tripartite struggle. This is a triangular conflict. It's a conflict among these Rashtrakutas, Pratiharas, Palas for the mastery over Kanuj, for the control of this Kanuj. So this thing you have to study well. You should know Rashtrakutas, the Deccani rulers, Rashtrakutas, okay, northern rulers, Pratiharas, Gurjara Pratiharas, then eastern Palas. Okay, who were the popular rulers of these various dynasties? Rashtrakuta dynasty, Gurjara Pratiharas and Palas, the popular rulers and their major reforms or major events during the time. That's important for you. Okay, when you study Rashtrakutas, please take care their contributions to art and architecture, especially Elephanta and Ellora art and architecture by Rashtrakutas. That is very important for you. Deccani rulers, Rashtrakutas, the popular Rashtrakuta rulers and their contributions, especially contributions to art and architecture, which is Elephanta and Ellora art and architecture. You cover well. That is important for this year. Then Pratiharas, the popular rulers of Pratihara dynasty. Just note down popular rulers and major events during that time. Then Palas, you see Palas of Eastern India. So Palas, their contributions to Buddhism. Palas, for example, their miniature school of painting, Pala miniature, oldest miniature school of painting, Pala miniature. Then their contributions to Pala rulers, Dharma Pala is there. Many Pala rulers are there. They were patrons of Buddhism, Mahayana, Vajrayana Buddhism. So they built many viharas. So you should know the Pala rulers and their contributions to promotion of Mahayana, Vajrayana Buddhism. Okay, this is the first thing you have to study. It's very easy to study. Just follow that. It's very simple. And also please take care of the chronology of these rulers and events. Rulers and events, their chronology is very important. The timeline is very important. Moving on to next important topic you have to cover for this year, which is Rajput dynasties. The popular Rajput dynasties of this early medieval India. Rajput dynasties like Chauhan dynasty is there, then Chandela dynasty is there, Solanki dynasty is there, Gahadwala dynasty is there. I repeat, popular Rajput dynasties: Chauhan dynasty, Chandela dynasty, Solanki dynasty, Gahadwala dynasty. When you study these, please take care who are the popular rulers of these dynasties and what were the major events happened during their time. Some popular battles, terrain battles, you know that, Prithviraj Chauhan. So popular battles they fought, popular reforms they undertaken. Okay, popular reforms they undertaken, popular battles they fought. Okay, popular events happened during their time. So that's only you have to cover about these dynasties. Okay, Rajput dynasties, their contributions are important, especially literary contributions during this rule of Rajput dynasties. You can see that some popular literary works were compiled of Jayadeva, Bharavi, Kalhana, Hemachandra, Bilhana. Some popular writers are there and their writings are there. So you should cover Rajput literary works. What were the major literary works done during these Rajput dynasties or under the patronage of these Rajasthani rulers or Rajput rulers? Okay, Rajput rulers, they ruled different parts of Rajasthan. Okay, so their contributions to literature, what were the major literary works during their time, their authors, and their contributions to architecture. For example, Chandalas were the builders of that Khajuraho temples. Best example for Nagara style of temple architecture. Solangi architecture is there. Then there you study Bhima. Okay, Modhera Sun temple is there. Then Rani Ki Vow by temple by Udaymadi. So please take care their contributions to temple architecture, contributions to literature, then major events and reforms and battles during their time. This is important for you. Moving on to next one, Subha, which is Sufi Bhakti movements. Sufi Bhakti movements of medieval India. Sufi Bhakti, Sufi Bhakti movements of medieval India. Okay, Sufi Bhakti movements of medieval India. So here, when you study Sufi movements, please take care. This year, you should know, yeah, popular silsilas of different orders of Sufi movement. For example, yes, like Khatri silsila is there, then Suhravadi silsila is there, then this Chisti silsila is there. The popular Sufi saints belonging to these silsilas are important for you. Their contributions are important for you. You take care. These three silsilas are important for you this year because they were in the news. Okay, of course, last 2 years because of multiple reasons which we discussed. Silsilas are important for you. Then these teachings and doctrines of Sufism. There are some terms related to Sufism, terminology related to Sufism, which you have to cover very well. Don't skip it. It's very important for you. So doctrines and teachings of Sufi saints or Sufism, that's important for you. Their contributions to literature. What were the different literary works done during the time of Sufi movement in India? So literary contributions, major literary works are important. Literature works are important for you. Major patrons, especially Mughal patrons. For example, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. Different Mughal patrons of different Sufi silsilas or different Sufi saints. That's important for you. Now, Bhakti movement. When you cover Bhakti movement, please take care. Alwar Naina traditions are there. What is Alwar tradition? What is Alwar tradition? What is Naina tradition? Alwar traditions are there, Naina traditions are there. Alwar traditions are there, Naina traditions are there. Okay, so Alwar traditions, Naina traditions. Alwar traditions and Naina traditions. What are Alwar traditions? What are Naina traditions? Okay, Tamil Bhakti saints. Then Saguna Nirguna cult is there. What is Saguna cult? What is Nirguna cult? What is Saguna cult? What is Nirguna cult? Saguna saints and Nirguna saints. Okay, Saguna Bhakti saints are there, Nirguna Bhakti saints are there, which you have to cover very well. Now this year some important Bhakti saints are there, which you have to cover. Ramanuja, Ramananda, Chaitanya, Mirabhai, Tulsidas, Surdas, Vallabhacharya, Namdev, uh, yes, Eknath, Bhakti Tukram, some popular. I mean, I'm saying these Bhakti saints were in the news of multiple reasons. So take care, take care. These Bhakti saints are important for you. Okay, including the Marathi Bhakti saints. Okay, so Bhakti saints, their philosophy, their literary contributions, their achievements, okay, or their teachings, these are important for you. Please cover it very well. Then Bhakti movement and their contributions to literature. What are the different vernacular literary works done during or by these Bhakti saints? Okay, so that you please take care. That's important for you. Moving on to next module. This is South Indian dynasty. Some popular South Indian dynasties are there. Yeah, which is this is Vagadaga. Okay, Vagadaga dynasty, Pallava dynasty, Badami, Cholas, Hoysalas, Kagatyas. I repeat, Vagadagas, Pallavas, Badami, Cholas, Hoysalas, and Kagatyas. You should take care. What are their major cultural contributions? Their patronage to various religious denominations, patronage to religions, and their contributions to art and architecture. That's very important. Their contributions to literature, contributions to culture, that is important for you. Especially Cholas. When you study Cholas, Imperial Cholas, please take care. You must have an idea about their colonization or expansion of their colony, how they built colonies. Rajaraja Chola, Rajendra Chola, their reforms, their military expeditions, you have to cover well. Okay, Rajaraja Chola, Rajendra Chola, their reforms, their contributions to culture, architecture, especially Dravida style of temple architecture, and their contributions to, I mean, how they expanded their kingdom, military expeditions, etc. You take care. Art, architecture, administration. When you study Imperial Cholas, take care their contributions to art forms, architecture, and administration. Chola administration, especially village administration, local self-sufficient government or local government self-sufficient village autonomy, those concepts are important. So Chola administration, take care. Since local administration is important, central administration is equally important. So please take care of their administration, the reforms, please take care. Hoysalas, Kagatyas, please take care their cultural contributions, okay. Then moving on to next one, which is Vijayanagar Empire. When you study Vijayanagar Bahmani kingdoms, please take care. Yeah, the sources are important. There are different sources. There are different sources which give us information about. Different sources which give us information about. Different sources which give us information about. Please take care. Different sources are there which give us information about Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, Vijayanagar Empire. So sources means foreigners' accounts are there, literary sources are there, inscriptions are there, archaeological sources are there. So different sources, you should have an idea about what are the different sources which give us information about this Vijayanagar Empire. You should study central administration and local administration of Vijayanagar Empire. Central administration and local administration of Vijayanagar Empire. And one of the most important vibrant hero, Krishna Devaraya, the very popular ruler of Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, that is Krishna Devaraya. Krishna Devaraya, his overall contributions, his contributions to art forms, architecture, literature, art forms, architecture, literature, many temple architecture that is patronized by Krishna Devaraya. So you should know what are the temples built by Krishna Devaraya or this civil architecture by Krishna Devaraya, his contributions to literature, and his how he patronized to different scholars that he's got. These things you please take care. And central and local administration and administration related terminology. These things all of you please take care, so that Vijayanagar Empire is important for you. Okay, Vijayanagar Empire is important for you. Bahmani Sultanate, major Bahmani kingdoms and their founders and their contributions. Bahmani kingdoms, founders and contributions. Okay. Moving on to Delhi Sultanate. What is very important for this year? Please take care. Delhi Sultanate, different dynasties are there which ruled this Delhi. Okay, Delhi or North India. Delhi Sultanate, you see, it's by different dynasties. For example, Slave dynasty, Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sai dynasty, Lodi dynasty. This chronology you must follow. Chronology based questions, you know, multiple questions asked by UPSC. So Slave dynasty, Khalji or Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sai dynasty and Lodi dynasty. This order you must follow. Okay. Slave, Khalji, Tughlaq, Said, Lodi dynasties. Their popular sultans and the reforms and major events during their time. This is important for you. Iltutmish, Razia Sultan, Balban, Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Sikandar Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi. Okay, for this year, some popular sultans and their reforms are important for you. Yes, Iltutmish, Razia, Balban, okay, Balban, then Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Sikandar Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi. These popular sultans and the reforms, please take care. That's very, very important for you. What were the major battles they fought? Major events happened during their time and major reforms undertaken by them. Now the terminology, Delhi Sultanate related terminology, maybe administration related terminology is there, okay, or maybe the society related terminology is there, different institutions related terminology is there. So terminology, terms related to this Delhi Sultanate administration and reforms, that's important for you. Local administration, revenue administration, that's important for you. Military administration of Delhi Sultanate and terms related to that, it's important for you. Then literature is important for you. Okay, literature is important for you. I mean, major literary works done during the time. Major literary works done during the time of these different Delhi sultans. Okay, so these things you cover very well for this year. This is very important for this year. Now coming to Mughals. Mughals chronology is very important. Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. That chronology is important. You should know. Yes, this chronological order of these Mughal emperors and the major events, chronology of the events. Also, you take care. And out of these emperors or these kings of Mughal Empire, the most important is Akbar. Please take care of his revenue administration, his military administration, his judicial administration, his religious policy. These things are important for you. Okay, Akbar, his revenue administration, judicial administration, military administration, his religious policy, those things are important for you. His Rajput policy, that's also important for you. Please take care of it. Then foreigners who visited, for example, Royal Fish or this Barnier, so there are, or Hawkins or Thomas Roy, different foreigners visited the court of this Mughal Empire. Why they visited, purpose of their visit, and whose court they visited. Such things are important for you. Foreigners visit. Then scholars related to Akbar's court or Jahangir's court or Shah Jahan's court, Aurangzeb's court. Okay, leave Aurangzeb, rest of Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan. So there are very prominent, eminent scholars who are there, different scholars who are there, their contributions who are there, which you take care. Then popular works done during time of Mughals. For example, Tuzuki Baburi or this uh, the Jahangir Nama, Akbar Nama, Shah Jahan Nama, Aini Akbari, different works are there. Okay, Tuzuki Jahangiri, different works are there. So those literary works and their authors and what is the subject of each literary work, those things you have to cover very well. Now this year, agricultural reforms during Mughals era, agricultural reforms during Mughals era, women status and women institutions during this Mughals era. That's important for you. Now, regarding Marathas, I would say Shivaji the Great, his Ashtapradhan or his like a eight minister council. Okay, so his council of ministers and their portfolios, their administration, their duties. Then Shivaji's reforms, various revenue reforms, administrative reforms by Shivaji, and of course, another important thing is, yeah, another important thing is major treaties signed by Shivaji. Treaties he signed. Okay, those things are important from Maratha history. Finally, it is advent of Europeans. In advent of Europeans, I would say you follow the order: Portuguese, Dutch, British, and French. Portuguese, Dutch, British, and French. Okay, the order of this arrival of the Europeans in India, why others failed, why British succeeded in India. Okay, their major contributions and major battles they fought in India, or major reforms undertaken by different like governors in India. For example, Portuguese governors and British, French governors in India. So these are the crux of medieval India, which you have to cover for this year. Only 4 days or maximum 5 days you will take to cover this entire medieval India. I think 4 days is more than sufficient. But you have to study this much only. Don't go for unwanted things. Okay, so you leave the unwanted things, focus on these things only, so that things will be easier for you. Medieval India will be a cakewalk for you, and you can easily score that 3 to 4 questions from medieval India. Every single 2 marker question is a game changer, I already told you. So don't skip. Even Gallant IAs is providing a very comprehensive and a precise course for medieval India at a very affordable fee. If you find medieval India difficult, you can subscribe for that course and you can finish it in just 3 to 4 days. Okay. So anyway, this is the way all of you please cover medieval India You have days for still you have good number of days for your examination. Cover it very well, prepare these concepts, enjoy it like a story. Things will be easier for you, and solve all the previous year's questions. Okay, solve all the previous year's questions, and that's it. All the best. Thank you. If you find this video helpful, please share with your friends also. Okay, and please leave your comments, your feedbacks in the comment box. That's it. Thank you. Bye.